Hello, my beautiful people. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Man, it's been beyond a minute, right? I'm sitting here about to go into the gym, and I just felt inspired to come on and just talk about life, right? I wanted to talk about some of the lessons that I've learned as an adult. I definitely have learned how, throughout the years, we as individuals, like, we are only in charge or in control of how we want to give a message, right? How we want to send a message, how we want to speak and deliver our messages onto others. But how the other person or persons decide to receive that message is completely up to them. You can give a message with the highest intentions, with all of your love, but at the end of the day, if it's not received in that manner, if the other person on the other side takes it, a wrong way, gets offended, doesn't see or feel the good intention or the love behind that message, they can definitely, perceive it as they choose. And that's, sometimes it can be hard because that was never your intention, and so I've learned that we're only in charge and in control of how we decide to give a message, but how the other person decides to receive it is completely up to them, and we have no control over that. And really the thing is that we have to be okay with that. We have to be okay with how they choose to receive that message, because it may or may not have anything to do with us or even our delivery, as long as our delivery really is intentionally given with love and compassion and coming from a good place, obviously, right? So that being the case, then there's not much that we can do after that other than hope that they receive it as we're trying to deliver it, trying to give it. And as an adult, I've learned that that doesn't always happen, right? Like, there's definitely been times where I have said something to someone with, good intention, with love and kindness, and they definitely didn't receive it in that manner, and made it very loud and clear to me that that's not how they received it, and it was a lesson to me where I really have to learn my audience. Not everyone wants or needs to hear what I have to say, and I have to be okay with that. And unless it's being asked of me, I have to also learn basically to stay in my lane, right? It's one of those things where I think it's necessary for us to understand. Sometimes it does come a little bit harsh, but again, it's what you choose to do with that, right? So I've been in a position where I've said something to someone, and then they've been like, I didn't ask you, and it's just like, ouch, right? For the ego. But then it's like, yeah, you're right. Damn, like, you didn't ask me, so why did I even bother saying anything? And that's, for me, that was a reflection for me to be like, okay, like, know your audience, like, know the people who you can freely talk to back and forth with, give and take, and those that who, unless they specifically ask, like, just don't say anything. And the thing is that, people are going to react however they choose to react. And then in return, it gives you the opportunity to react towards that. And it's like, are you going to react at a high level and get upset and basically have two adults who are acting out? Or are you going to just take, you know, what they're saying and just be like, all right, I get that. I'm going to take that as a lesson for myself of like being more aware of who I can and cannot, you know, share my thoughts with. And that's what I've done. It's like, all right, I get it. Not everyone in your audience is cheering you on. Not everyone in your audience wants to hear what you have to say. And so again, it's knowing your audience, because that's really going to always exist in life, right? You're always going to have people around you. You can have 100 people around you. It doesn't necessarily mean that all 100 people want the best for you or want to cheer you on or care what you say or do or have good intentions, right? Or are sending you good vibes, good energy. And you have to be okay with that, because that's just life. And a lot of times, again, like none of that has really anything to do with you personally. A lot of times, you know, people act out in that manner because they have something going on within themselves. And, you know, really when I have been put in that position, it hasn't been many times, but the few times that I have been in that position, that's really what grounds me. It's like, I don't know what they're going through. I don't know if what I said was a trigger, you know, to them for, you know, whatever it is that's going on with them, or whatever it is that, you know, they maybe dislike about me or whatever. And I just have to just take it as a lesson. I got it. And that's it. And be better, because we can always be better. You know, we can always be better with our choices, even with our intentions, you know, even with our intentions, it's like, we can always be better. So I've learned also that not everyone has to like you. Not everybody has to have your back, be your friend, or want the best for you. Even if I can sit here and be like, I want the best for everyone. I want everyone to like be happy and to thrive and go after your goals and, you know, make things happen. It doesn't mean that everyone else around wants that themselves for everybody or for anybody, or including me. And again, like, you have to just be okay with that. And I remember one time when I was trying to, I really wanted to build like a friendship with someone. And this other person came and basically was like, well, they don't have to like you. They don't have to be your friend. They don't have to give you their time of day. And to me, I was like, but why? But, you know, I just want to get to know them. And I just want, you know, make sure that we're, you know, I just want us to be like on the same page and, you know, be cool with each other. And it was like, but they don't have to. And I was in my mid-20s, and I remember like, I was like, dang, like that really like hurt. It hurt my feelings. And but then it took me a minute, you know, but when I reflected on it and really broke it down, I understood. And it was like, it's true. You know, you can have the intentions of wanting to get to know someone for whatever reason, right? You have your reasons why you want to get to know this person or build a relationship with them or whatever, right? Whether it's to keep peace or, you know, just to, you know, get them to know you so that they can see like I'm not that bad of a person or whatever the case is. But they don't have to. They really don't. And you have to be okay with that. And again, like, you have to know that whoever's meant to be in your circle, in the good part of your circle, is going to always be there. And those that are roaming around or sneaking a peek or whatever, like, it's okay. It's okay. You know, nobody owes you anything, you know, and it's true. Like, nobody owes me anything. Nobody, you know, owes me their time, their attention, their energy, their friendship, their love. Like, nobody owes me anything, because that's always going to come from me first, for myself. And that's the thing that I think that's the big thing that I learned from all of these incidents that I've gone through as an adult, of basically like not being accepted, is I have to accept myself. I have to be okay with myself. I have to give all that I'm trying to give onto someone else. Is, I should be first and foremost. And when I do that, nothing else matters. It doesn't matter what anybody else says or thinks, or how they perceive me, how they choose to perceive me, or my messages. Like, it's okay, because I know where I'm coming from. I know my intent, and I know that, to me, I'm important to me, and how I treat myself is important to me, and how I treat others is important to me. So it's okay if not everyone gets that from me. It's okay if not everyone feels that from me, because those that are meant to will, and those that aren't meant to won't. And that's okay. And it's always going to change and evolve as you go through life, because that's just, like, not everybody's meant to be in your life forever. Not everybody's meant to be a part of your circle. And sometimes life throws a curveball, and you end up being surprised at those that do end up being a part of your circle, who you would have probably never thought would, a person like that, whether it's that specific person, or maybe that's, or like that personality or whatever, So I was talking to my friend, and she had gone through something. And so then I said to her, I said, well, I'm proud of you, because you could have escalated the situation, and you could have responded, in that same manner as this other person. And you chose not to. You chose not to. And that's, if you're telling me that, a few years ago you would have, and you did it now, like, that's personal growth. It's easy for anyone to jump on someone's level, especially when it's like high intensity. It's easy to like get into it with someone, or to try to prove your point because, they're not listening or whatever. And I think we have to just kind of learn to, like, is it worth it? What are we getting out of it? Because if it's just a matter of like you hearing yourself and me hearing myself, and it's a matter of whoever gives up first, then I think it's silly. I don't think it's worth it. And so with my friend, I was telling her that, the biggest lesson, take it as a lesson. This incident that happened, take it as a lesson. Like, know your audience, know who you can and cannot, say something to, who's gonna not take offense to it, because they know who you are. They know who you truly are. They know what space you're coming from. So when you truly know people, and you know exactly where they're coming from, you're not gonna get offended. You're gonna take everything that they say to you with kindness, but when you don't know someone, when you truly don't fully know them, it's easy to assume. It's easy to get offended. It's easy to, get defensive. It's easy to, to reject that message, or that energy, or that friendship, or that opportunity, because you don't know them. So then therefore you get very, defensive right away. And you assume that they're just attacking you, or they're, just don't have the best interest, for you. And, it's easy, like, when you're in high school to, like, you don't think about those things. Like, you don't break it down like that. You're just like, oh, okay, that person doesn't like me, so cool, I don't like her, and, or them, or whatever the case is. And that's that. But as we get older, I think, at least for me, that's, all of that is part of the importance for me, and the connections that I have with people. Like, for me, because I love my relationships, I love my connections, and because I always open myself up for new connections, for new relationships, because I think it's important, especially as we evolve, as we age. Like, so do our thoughts, our friendships, our priorities, our morals. Like, there's a lot of things that evolve, that change. And so it's important for me to open myself up to getting to know other people, because I really do enjoy having like-minded people in my space, and I really definitely believe in the saying, of like, people come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And so that's why for me, like, I'm always open to meeting, you know, new people. And if it evolves into something else, amazing. And if it doesn't, that's okay too. But because of all of that, I definitely do try to be mindful as I get older, and as I've gone through these life lessons. I you know, try to be more mindful of how I am, you know, giving a message, how I am delivering a message, how, you know, I am speaking to someone, and, you know, making sure that I am doing it with good intent, but also knowing that if they don't receive it in that manner, like asking myself, well, do we really know each other well enough for her to have gotten it the wrong way or taken it the wrong way? Do we have that kind of friendship? And you know, and a lot of times when that's happened in the past, like, it's because the answer is no, we don't have that kind of connection, we don't have that kind of relationship, friendship. So yeah, it makes sense why either of us can easily get like offended or take things the wrong way, or, you know, not receive the message as it was meant to be received. So I think it's an ongoing process, it's an ongoing lesson. I think it's always gonna help us become better as we grow. Definitely, you know, a lot of personal growth when you start not really allowing, I guess, those kind of rejections to like you know, take away from you, like, who you are and just your purpose in life. And just helps us become, I think, better people, better connectors. So I just wanted to share how we're just instantly how we can instantly take things the wrong way when really it's a matter of really asking certain questions about the situation. I think with all of that, you know, it kind of comes into the whole like 24-hour rule, right? Give yourself 24 hours before like reacting to something, just to make sure you're calm, you're more level-headed, and you're understanding the situation. And I think a lot of us, with, you know, age and time and experiences and lessons, we've gotten better at that. I know that I have. I'm definitely a lover. I'm not a fighter, but I'll definitely defend myself if I ever need to as well. I definitely always do choose the higher road, just because I do allow myself to really think about the situation, what happened, what was said, my feelings, the other person's feelings, and just kind of decide, you know, do I need more time on this, and then react, or is it even like not even worth it? So just wanted to share. I hope you guys are all having a great week. This weather is so confusing and all over the place. Today is nice, but I'm definitely ready for the summer. I'm ready for a lot more sun, and that's it. So I miss you guys. I love you guys. I wish you all the best every single day. I pray that you are able to look at yourself in the mirror and see how special you are, because you all are, and how important you are to everyone around you. And I really hope that you see the greatness in yourself and the self-love that is very much needed for yourself, so that you are able to fully give that onto others. Have a great day. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.